Hi, everybody. Good morning, queens, kings, and sexy royals in betweens. My name is Nyx Marikuma, and I'm the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We learn to love ourselves, embrace ourselves, and learn to love others and accept others as who they are. All right, we do witchy vids. I do card readings, much like how tarot use tarot readings, or oracle decks do their oracle readings. I have playing cards, and I use my playing cards to do card readings, okay? Because that's what I have on hand and that's what's access to me because where I live and where I'm at just doesn't have any metaphysical, spiritual, witchy shops. Witches are not really welcomed where I'm living. And so you kind of just have to work with what you have and make do with what you got. And it's it's fantastic. Anywho, not only do I do card readings, I also do personality reads with palms and I give out advice and counseling. Now, we are going to continue to do our general reading, and then after this, I'm going to be doing August monthly reading for you guys. All right. So we are doing our water sign. Yeah, you guys go ahead and look up for the general readings for earth, air, and fire. You guys can also try the zodiac signs you're born under or your moon, sun, and rising. So, all right. Yeah, let me put this back. So, Cancer, failure to communicate is what you guys are dealing with right now with the two spades. Scorpio, obtaining resources and giving and receiving money. And Pisces, something to do with the past, with nostalgia of childhood and old friends. If I had a past card, this would probably be it. Let me just put this thing up like that. Okay. So, what is y'all's situation? Y'all's present situation ties into new ideas with the Ace of Clovers. Why? I'm slightly bit frazzled today, but we're going to continue to be like fucking proactive. Ooh. Why you guys have past resentment, babes? Okay, I can see like I feel like you guys are gonna get a ten of spades or a nine of hearts or both of them because it looks like some people need to heal. You're coming up with new ways to communicate, Cancer. You're coming up with new ways to get opportunities, Scorpio. You're coming up with new ways to move on past, Pisces. The resentment that you guys had to deal with that may have led you into not communicating with certain people. Maybe just being like, okay, what's going to be beneficial for me and what is not going to be beneficial to me. And I'm not going to go over there and have something that fucking drains me out. So, what is your future about? You guys are going to be doing some self reflection with communication, introspection, and ethics. This is like my look within card. You're learning how to communicate and express yourself. You're doing introspection, so you're looking within, you're understanding yourself a lot better. And your ethics is just morals and character code, okay? If you really want to be technical about it, ethics is this, okay? Which are the lesser two evils? Some things are hereditarily good, and some things are hereditarily bad. But a lot of us live in the gray line, okay? I'm not a divine angel, and I'm not a demonic being. I'm gray. I'm in the fucking between. A lot of us are, babes. A lot of us are. Okay. So when I say the gray, I mean sometimes we do shitty things for the right reason. I stole food because I needed to feed my family. I didn't have anything else to do. Okay. You did a bad thing, but your reason was to help somebody. All right. Well, I need to use money from this person, so I need to be in good favor with them. So you're kissing their ass and lying to them about your intentions to take from them. You're doing good things, but for the wrong reasons. Gray line. When you're little, you learn that things are black and white, right? Robbing is bad, giving is good, saying please and thank you is great, cursing people out is wrong. When you get older, you learn that not everything is good and bad, black and white, up and down. It's a lot of mixtures in between. And ethics, a lot of times, ask you, what is the lesser of the two evil? Would you kill five people to save humanity? Or would you save humanity? What is it? Or would you kill humanity to save the five people? It depends on what five people. And they loved ones, their family, you don't know. Now you don't know who it is. It could be somebody you know or somebody you don't know. They ask you the great question. Okay. So in y'all's future, y'all are definitely going to be learning how to like really, really get yourself and understand where you're at. All right, mentally, we're juggling resources and waiting on results. All right, that's kind of fucking cute because, like, Scorpio, you guys got the fucking, like, what is it? Sh- Emotionally, we're going for deep attraction. Yeah, you, Scorpio, you guys got the financial card. One's like, okay, I'm waiting and I'm hoping that things will fall in place. And then you guys are like, nah, things are about to fall in place. ABC fucking adding up to one, two, three. Juggling what? All right. What kind of energy are you guys giving out? Attention to detail, focus, and practice. So time, energy, and effort is what we're giving out. What are you guys receiving? Empathy. Oh, empathy and turning inward. Okay. You guys got to work on not burning yourselves out. I want you to understand. Empathy doesn't mean you're a crazy person, okay? Because I've struggled with it for years and I still have problems with it because, again, I've had empathy since I was a teenager and I'm 30, right? I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm happy about it. Um, Empathy is when your body and your mind and your emotions are just so burnt out and tired and drained that your body shuts down. It's a defense mechanism. So the thing is that it's supposed to shut you down and you don't feel anything or think anything or have anything to give, right? Because you're numb and dead inside. That's the feeling. It's a hollowness. It's an emptiness. And it's supposed to be like, okay, now you're not overwhelmed. So you can think about things. You can go over there and tackle what's been draining you emotionally without having the actual emotions to tie you down. And what it causes is emotional and mental disabilities and problems and health issues. Okay. Depression, anxiety, rage, anger, what? All right. I swear to fuck, if you're trying to get in my goddamn room, bust out. You little bitch is always trying to get in and sting me, and I'm not having it. Sit your asses down. I cannot open my windows because wasps and bees and hornets like to come into my room, and I'm severely allergic to them. Anywho, that's who I'm talking to. Anyways, but yeah, I think you guys are really gonna have to learn how to like pace yourself, man. And putting your time, energy, and effort in things that are not gonna fucking drain you. Your guys' greatest hope is planning and preparing. I think planning and preparing for the things that you like. Your greatest fear is togetherness. I'm gonna ask, okay, why are you afraid of the Three of Hearts? Because the Three of Hearts is joined company, friendship, and celebration. We're with people that lift us up. We're with people that we enjoy being around. They enjoy being around us. And we're here just like, okay, this is my friend. This is my ride and die. This is my, right hand in command. And you guys are afraid. Y'all dealt with a lot of fucking shady ass bitches if y'all are not comfortable with like, okay, if it's too good to be true, then it is. Okay. Don't let me say it in a way that doesn't sound like I'm being a dick, right? You can have people who are authentic and real. There are genuine, real, honest to goodness people in this world. Before you guys go over there and be like, have you seen the world that we're living in? We have pedophiles and monsters running the country. You really think that there's good people with a with a cunt? Few of them. It's like finding a goddamn rain. Like, right, is it a rainicorn? I'm sorry. Um, I've been doing this whole like star versus the forces of evil thing, and I think they have something kind of like that. I mean, unicorn, finding a goddamn unicorn. Yeah, a unicorn is real if you put a horn on a horse, it'll be fine. It didn't have to be, listen, the type of unicorn, if you really want it, we have a sea unicorn. I think it's like a manatee or something. They have a huge horn. It's like a seal and a unicorn had a baby. And it's very cute. I think it's called a manatee. Ah. That's a unicorn. It's real. It exists, just like good people. They're just very hard to find. A lot of good people are not wasting their time with other people. They just stick to themselves because nobody got time to be dealing with some fake ass bitches like the H women right now. Really understand why. I really do. Anywho, you can take your time to get to know people. You know that, right? Like, it's okay to have trust issues, but work on your trust issues. Because if you guys want to be with people, but you don't trust anybody because of past experiences, you got to let go of the past experience to get shit done right. Now, your advice is all about, oh shit, new new opportunities, new home, new job, new relations, new things, new opportunities. If you guys are going to get new opportunities, you got to let go of the old shit that no longer serves you. All right. The outcome is untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. So let's get into that. If I had a backstabber card, right? If I had my tarot, and I don't know, I think tarot does have the backstabber card. I just don't think that's what they call it, you know? But that's what the seven of spade is. The seven of spade is like the manipulator, the deceiver, the liar, the one that likes to play double sides, the one that you cannot trust. They will rob you of your time, energy, and effort. So let's get into it. Cancer, you guys are bringing in no communication. And I want to understand, where's that coming from? Okay, why are we not doing any communication? Victory and achievements. So you guys are being very cautious on how you go over there and express all the good things that are coming your way. Hold on, let me pull out some more cards so I can fucking understand. Because like whatever you guys are dealing with is to deal with no communication. You guys are being very picky on who you talk to and who you don't talk to and who gets to be in your inner circle and who's just kind of like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing great. Hi, how are you doing?" Um, I'm guilty of not being good with my communication. I wish that I could be like the best, but I'm so fucking not. Anywho, final fucking energy. Hmm. So you guys are having victory and achievements. That's why we're not communicating. All right? We're putting our time, energy, and efforts into things that we like and getting that out of the way. At the end of the day, misunderstanding and miscommunication is what your final energy is. And these two cards go hand in hand because they both tie into not communicating and not expressing. So I think for you guys, not everybody is knowing what you're up to. Not everybody knows what you're up to, and that's okay because not everybody is worthy of your time, energy, and effort. Okay. I'm happy that you guys are getting victory and achievements. But you guys are wondering, how do you get that? Let's get into it. What's the cause of the victory and achievement? It's a lot of fucking cards, man. Organization, intelligence, and cleverness. So you're being very smart and organized about how you handle things. Emotional detachment and choices. We are letting go of people, situations, and things that are draining us emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. There's some choices y'all may have to make. And, you know, it's not going to be easy, obviously, but sometimes you got to make the tough choice. Sometimes you got to get rid of toxic people or people who don't put in effort or people who don't put in time. Now, it's one thing if they're dealing with their own shit and they're just kind of like busy. And it's another thing if they're just kind of like, it's all about me. Like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go talk to Cancer. And then Cancer's just going to listen to what I have to say. And that's all they're doing is blah, 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 blah. And they never let you speak. They never let you communicate. They never allow you to express yourself. You're just there for them to do all the talking, but they never give what you give. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta let them bitches go. At the end of the day, you're gonna be surrounded by people that you like. With togetherness and friendship and celebration and company. I'm sorry, join company celebration and friendship. This is the this is the together card, motherfuckers. Jesus. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. I don't fucking know why my thing is just being a fucking pill right now, but it's gonna be looking a little bit blurry. So lo siento. I'm sorry in advance. But yeah, that's how you guys are getting that victory and achievements. We're really making sure that we get ourselves together. We're mentally clever and smart about how we go about things. We're emotionally intelligent. We fill our cup and fill up other people's cup. We're physically intelligent. We're not using and abusing our bodies past the fucking breaking point. And we're spiritually intelligent. If I have to feel fucking small and pathetic for you to feel better about yourself, you are not worth my time. Be okay with being somebody's enemy, babes. But yeah, I think the communication is really just like we don't talk to everybody because not everybody needs to know what you're up to. There are going to be some people, Cancer, that you may need to get rid of. Do what you gotta do, boo. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. It's 2026, okay? And I'm speaking for all of us, including myself. 2026 has been the most shitty fucking beginning of whatever 8 months of crap that we've had to deal with so far. So we're not going to be adding on any more stupid people who don't make fucking sense. Your subscription has ran dry. And if you need them, like, here's the thing if you need to tell people your subscription has ran dry and they're like, who told you to say that? You can blame it on me, bro. You can even show this part. I told them to tell you that your nasty toxic energy is not welcome. Your subscription has ran out. You cannot resubscribe, baby. Lo siento, sorry, bye bye. You know what I mean? Like Jesus. All right. So, Scorpio, y'all also had to deal with some resentment. But if you guys are learning how to not communicate, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Scorpio, you guys are now representing obtaining resources. So things are coming in. All right. And we are able to give and receive money. Mentally, you guys are trying to get a bunch of things together. We're juggling resources and we're waiting on results. You guys may have like a lot of projects and they're all something that you're working on and they could be slowly coming in or you're waiting to see how these projects do. Whether they be work projects, personal projects, whatever the project may be. Okay? For example, I'm doing TED Talks, okay? I'm still trying to get my guests to get on my TED Talks. If you guys see it, hi, sexy people, bodacious and lovely kings, queens, and royals in betweens. Right. But yeah, it takes a long time to get things started, being prepared, and all that. So you guys are getting the resources. You're obtaining that shit, okay? It's coming. You're able to get and receive money. That's good. I think I'm gonna just do individual readings. This is gonna be kind of like a long one, but just because I'm getting into the details. So we're going after our dreams, the things we've been daydreaming about. We are dealing with some grief, okay? And there's some fucking resentment at the end. So Scorpio, the reason why you're getting like resources and obtaining money and giving it is because of daydreaming and wishfully thinking. So if that's what you guys are dealing with right now, because I'm reading your present, whether you are a Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces underneath the zodiac sign, like your birth is on that zodiac sign, or you have it in your birth chart, or you just have that intuitive, emotionally intelligent, fluid, diverse energy. This could be for you. So we're daydreaming and wishfully thinking. We're dealing with resources right now coming together. We're being able to obtain money and be able to give and receive it, right? Mentally, we got ourselves in a lot of things. So we're putting ourselves in more than one thing, okay? Whether it's a work or a personal project, there's something that you're kind of like, okay, I'm putting it here, I'm putting it here, I'm putting it there. Now I'm going to wait. Which one of these little motherfuckers are going to come together and have something beneficial? So we are going for what we dream of and what we hope. What is going to help you go after your dreams is grief. With loss and despair, this is my grief card. Now, you may have to let go of certain things, okay? Um, we'll get into that in a second. But at the end of the day, it's resentment. Mind you guys, resentment is what's in the past for all my water babies. So, Scorpio, what are you resenting? Where is this resentment coming from? Is it coming from yourself? Or is it coming from like a situation or a person? Or is it coming from both? Like, you wish it happened a different way. And there's some kind of like, I tried. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing, people don't fucking understand, right? That when you're going through grief, there is some fucking resentment that you're going to deal with. There is some resentment, especially if it's unfinished business or nothing has ever gotten um dealt with. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I am going to use an example. I have a friend, all right? Let's call her Charlie. And Charlie and her mother, okay, have a horrible, horrible relationship with each other. Okay? A matter of fact, let's be cute. Charlie has a problem with her dad. She had to deal with them divorcing or whatever, and it was a whole thing, and it really scarred Charlie. And Charlie never got to nip it in the bud with her dad. They tried to talk about it, but then it was kind of like, I can't just understand your side. Well, I just need you to hear me out. And it never got resolved. So many years passed and many resentments built up later. And then the father dies. He passed away. He's not here anymore. Right? And now this resentment and this pain and this anger has nowhere else to go. So where does it go? It goes everywhere. She's lashing out on this person that didn't do anything to her, and this person that didn't do anything to her. And some people don't deal with their issues. Sometimes you let go of family members and friends and coworkers and people, not because you want to, but because it's a good thing for you to do. I've let go of loved ones because some of them were just not healthy for me to be around. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. We all been there. You could go through the grief of it. Like, I didn't want this person to have, like, I didn't want to have this issue with them. I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be this, that, and the thirds. Listen, sometimes things happen that way and sometimes they don't. My thing is that if you know you can't talk to the person that you have some unresolved problems with, and either they pass away, they are no longer in talking with you, okay, you guys are in no communication, which is a tough fucking pill to do because everybody thinks that they know better. Everyone's gonna come if you're on no communication, right, my water babies, or whoever this reading may resonate with. Everybody got a fucking thing to say. Well, you should talk to them. They're your parents. They're your family. They're your friends. They're your partner. Your forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. You gotta go over there and let it go. Let that shit be. And I'm like, you have the right to tell me who I welcome and who I don't welcome in my life. I'm gonna tell you guys the real truth. I rarely, if ever, just block people to block people. Hear me again. I, as an individual, rarely block people to block people. A lot of times when I block somebody, when I'm no longer like, cool with them, I don't fuck with them or whatever, they're not a part of the group, they are not my homies. It's because they did some fucked up shit that I didn't like. And when I tried to address it, or when I was like, okay, well, let me hear it, it was the victim game. Oh, poor, pitiful me. I'm the innocent person. I didn't hurt you. You made me do. It's some abusive, narcissistic, manipulative bullshit. It really fucking grinds my gears and pisses me off to no end. I hate manipulation and fucking victim. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Own that shit. Banange, which is the Luganda word for like, oh my god, or like, wow, or it depends. If it's like the way I said it, it's like motherfuckers. Okay, we don't really curse in Uganda that much. It's more of like proverbs. But anyways, like I was saying, right? Some people refuse to acknowledge that they did something wrong. Some people change a little too late and the damage has already been done and they can't get that relationship back. Some people admit to it, adjust and evolve and do better. But, you're going through some grief and some loss, whether it be an opportunity that didn't come, a person that you wanted to work out, it didn't work, family members that you probably cut off, friends that were toxic and messy, or what. So let's get into the resentment. Why are we having resentment at the end of the day? New relationships. New relationships, babes. Relationships and romance. Okay, like new friendship and romance. This is new connections, if I'm being cute about it. So we have resentment because of new connections. What's going to help you with that loss of opportunity? You're going to have to let go of old things that are holding you back to get the new shit on the way. Mind you, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Y'all's advice ties into new opportunities. So things are fucking coming. It just may be a little bit more like, okay, before we get the good stuff, you gotta tell me, did you learn something? It's always a fucking lesson, man. All right. At the end of the day, you will have some clarity. I think when you work on letting go of the old opportunities and you make room for new things to come on in, and you're kind of like, okay, this situation taught me this. This thing I know that I will never put up with again. Okay? Like I've been in like 7 or so relationships, and each one of my relationships taught me something. What I would put up, what I would not put up with, what I will go in, what I will not go in, what I need to work on myself for, like communicating, being a little bit more expressive, not bottling shit up inside like a goddamn maniac. You know what I mean? So I think by letting go, coming up with new connection, being able to mourn if you need to mourn, it's okay to cry and scream and shout, but don't hold on to it. And be able to let go of that resentment. Because that resentment could be blocking you from getting all these resources that you're supposed to be getting now. Now, the past for my Pisces. This is something y'all are dealing with right now, is the past. Why? Why are my babies dealing with the past? Oh, shit. Grieving. Again, loss and despair. So that's why we're having the past. It could be something that you're dealing with that's painful, that you're mourning or grieving on. All right, what's going to help you guys with that? Oh, this is going terrible with that one. New ideas. Mind you, this is also what all of you guys are dealing with. You guys' present situation ties into new ideas, coming up with new ways to communicate and get things done, coming up with new ways to obtain those resources and have them fall through, coming up with new ways to move past the past and go after the motherfucking blessings, bitches. Motherfucking blessings. All right, at the end of the day, For two. At the end of the day, what is the final energy? New opportunity. Okay. So we're coming up with new ideas to get new opportunities. We're also dealing with some grieving and we're going to let go of the past. I think it's okay to mourn what you wanted and be able to like have that moment and then be able to push past. Avoiding certain feelings and thoughts is just going to bottle up inside. If you guys like Steven Universe, yeah, I'm going to look on how you guys got. Ooh. See, I knew someone's going to get the goddamn healing card. Spiritual growth and satisfaction is how you get these new opportunities. So balancing yourself out and loving your goodness and your bad and doing a bit of shadow work may help you out. Um, Encouragement during fruits of your labor. So all this hard work is paying off. At the end of the day, stand on business, Pisces. Be honest. What you believe in, fight for it. If you don't believe in it, it doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. Okay? All right, that is going to help you guys with your present situation. Now, let's get into the resentment. You know what? I can understand why the resentment card is there. You guys are coming up with new ideas. Okay? The resentment is because you're coming up with new ideas. Why we have this is because of this. I think you guys learned how to let go of the resentment and anger. Grieve if you needed to grieve. Cry, shout, let it all out. That's okay. Like, as somebody who's kind of still processing certain amounts of types of griefs, if I can say that a version of myself is not like, here's the thing, the person I used to be last year and the years before that is not this person before you guys. And I've gone to accept that this is the version of me that is okay, right? Like nothing wrong with it. But sometimes I mourn the past version of myself. There's also people that we lose and we wish to be having peace with, and it's okay. Grief is the part of life. Cry, scream, be upset, go through your fucking stages. Hopefully, you're able to process your grief and you don't have some psychopath going around and just making it fucking impossible to grieve properly because they're throwing like dynamite TNT your way and they're like, oh, you should be healing, you should be healing. I hate those kinds of bitches. I have a friend that's dealing with that right now. Poor sweet thing. He's had lost somebody and he's dealing with a psychopath who's not allowing them to grieve over the loss of a grandparent. So it's, yeah, no. Anywho, grief is okay, man. Understanding yourself, being able to communicate, and know your character code will help you guys a lot. So I think what you guys are dealing with right now is kind of like, okay, how can I better align myself and be myself? What is more resonating with me? Because we're juggling resources and we're waiting on results. So we do have some side projects and things that we're mentally thinking about to do. And emotionally, we're like, okay, well, I want to do things that makes me happy. I want to do things that I'm attracted to, that where my passions are and stuff, right? So with these two together, we're going to be really going out and trying to get things to fall in line and also be able to enjoy ourselves a little bit more. Now, your attention to detail, focus, and practice is the energy you're giving out. You're receiving empathy. All right, let's get into why. Independence and self reliance. So either you guys are not able to do things on your own and you kind of need to have more of like a dependency on somebody, or maybe you're not able to be independent on you. You know what I mean? Like, let me say. Let me pull out more cards and then let me say it. Y'all really got to grieve. Water babies, grieve. This five of hearts just popped up like three times, babes. Maybe like three or four times. Sweet baby Jesus. Who hurt you guys, man? Okay. So we're having empathy due to independence and self-reliance. This is the card of like, I can do it on my own and I have confidence in myself. Either you have to be the only one to do things all on your own and you have nobody helping you, and that's where this burnout is coming from, or you may have somebody that's a little bit like controlling. You know what I mean? Okay, you may be handling a lot of things and you're not talking about, it is not somebody being controlling. Maybe not for all of you. Let me say it like this. You guys could have a friend, a family member, or a partner, right? We all had them. And you have to do everything for them, okay? Everything. They're incapable of doing things on their own. So that means you have to do it. You have to be the sole person to do all of it. You have to do your things. You have to do their things. You have to balance the relationship. And it's just you doing it. That could be you being an independent person and is draining the fuck out of you. It could also mean that some of you guys are very stubborn and hard headed and you refuse to let people assist you. Okay? Baby, you got both cards. Okay? Independence and teamwork. Let's get into it. You can be a big queen, king, and sexy royal in between and still do your own stuff. But you need a good team to help you. Because if you do everything by yourself, you're going to be burnt out. And if you have to depend on other people, that's really bad too, because now you have to survive with somebody else's choices. So you need to find a happy medium. Be able to do things on your own. Ask for motherfucking help. Because if you don't ask for help, you're going to start being overwhelmed and it's going to start tearing you down and drain you. It's going to cause you to grieve. Because now you're going to have all these things to do and you're like, man, I don't want to lose my independence, but at the same time, listen, you don't have to be the strong person all the time. I'm going to say that again. You don't have to be the strong person all the time. Allow somebody to carry. Allow somebody to be your rock. Even the rock needs a rock to lean on. Speaking of somebody who's very stubborn and hard headed and stuck in their ways sometimes. Mind you guys, I'm a motherfucking earth sign, so you already know how fucking stubborn we can be. And I'm a verb. Yeah, the very picky, very analytical, very meticulous zodiac sign. Dramatic gas. But silliness aside, man, you gotta be able to, if you can't do it on your own, bro, ask for fucking help. If they cannot help you and they have to make you do all this shit on your own, they are not worth your fucking time. Remember, you are a sexy queen, king, and royal in between. We don't deal with peasant shit. We don't deal with people who are not going to help us out. Okay? So you're going to organize yourself. You are going to be able to communicate and be with people that understand you. And at the end of the day, teamwork will make it easier. You're also going to be able to get yourself neat to where you add one, two, three, and ABC. At the end of the day, you're not letting this empathy take you down. Okay? We are going to express our emotions. We are going to work on not being burnt out and exhausted and drained. And people are going to fucking help us out. Because if they don't help us out, then they can get the fuck out of our way. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces is out here making motherfucking moves. This is the finesse card, bro. This is like the hustle and the grind. Okay, with organization and moving quickly, we're not only neat, we are efficient, and we are doing it. Yes or no, stay or go. There is no in between. Okay, there's no more like, oh well, maybe if I just wait a little. Nah, bro, you about to jump in there. You're not about to jump in there. Take it by the reins or walk the fuck away, girl. Hmm. Mm-mm. So we're planning and preparing. That's your greatest hope. What are we planning and preparing for, water babies? It's the reason why my general readings are like fucking $20. Because, oh, that great with an inheritance. Okay. Get into it, water babies. What's going to be helping you with that great wealth and inheritance? Clarity. Okay. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be picky. I'm sorry, universe. Whatever you want the cards to be, I will take it. Okay. Uh-oh. At the end of the day, deep attraction. So we're planning, preparing to get great wealth and inheritance. So abundance, prosperity, good fortune, good thing. All right, that's money. We are going to be getting clarity. So we're going to see it for what it is, what it can be, and what it will become. And we are going to be also tapping into doing things that we like, that we enjoy doing. We are not going to be with people, situations, or things that we don't have a passion for. So I'm happy that you guys are like planning and preparing. Okay. So how are we getting? So we're planning, preparing to enjoy ourselves and really get the good stuff. We are scared of togetherness. You can get people who will lift you up. Like here's the thing: the older you get, or the more you experience the world, is how you say it? All right. I have learned that it's okay to have a small group of friends. I'm not talking about acquaintances. I'm not talking about people you talk once in a while, because not every friend is a friend. But I'm talking about real friends. Friends that you've known for years, friends that seen you in your ups and downs and all arounds. It's okay to have a few people to have your back, you know what I mean? You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea, but you shouldn't be having to deal with people's bullshit. So if you have a group of people, like here's the thing. I have like one best friend that has known me for like 6 years, and the rest of them are friends and acquaintances. But I have like that one bestie, that bestie among all besties. I got one. And that's okay. A lot of people think that you should have a billion friends, and that means a billion people like you. Some people are not there for the fucking ride. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm pulling out y'all's cards when I'm talking to you. Okay. All right. I love you guys. We are getting new opportunity because we're being very stingy and picky with the 4 diamonds, okay? Oh shit, can you guys see this? The light be lighting sometimes and the light be not lighting sometimes. Like it gets the good lighting, but it makes my videos look a little fucking weird and shit. So, anywho, like I say, stinginess and possessiveness is control and greed. Okay, I'm very controlling and very possessive. You do as I say when I say it. If I say jump, you only ask how high. If I say 20 feet, you jump 400, right? Or I'm very picky about my money. My money is my money. I don't have to share it with anybody. That can be greed. Um, these are my cards or my materialistic things. I'm very cautious about my materialistic shit. Okay, right. Or I'm very picky on who I spend my time, energy, and effort with. Who is worth my time? If you're not worth my time, why am I wasting it with you? What will help you guys is victory and achievements, and at the end of the day, competition and disagreement. It is okay to compete, to start off small and build up your goals, you know what I mean? However, do not get it so far where you're either, okay, here's the thing. You either take it so far where you have to be the very best and out dominate other people, or somebody's doing that to you, or you're using it to run away from issues and problems. So you're like, well, you know what? It's just a competition. I'm not gonna have to deal with my, like a distraction is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you don't want a fucking distraction. Um, the reason why I kind of said the distraction part is because grief is why we're having competition disagreement. At the end of the day, encouragement, enjoying fruits. Agree labors are people that lift you up, make you feel heard and seen will be really important, and you'll be able to enjoy all that hard work you're paying off and be super honest and vulnerable with yourself and others, those that you really care about what you're looking for and what you're trying to achieve. Because sometimes people can really fucking help you out, you know what I mean? All right, at the end of the day, the outcome is untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. I really think after all of this, you guys are just not going to be entertaining that shit. But let's just get into sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so independence and self reliance, juggling resources, moving on result, stepping into our power. So we are moving away from people who are liars, deceivers, backstabbers. Again, for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay. If you're dealing with somebody who is a manipulator, a deceiver, they're always making up some fucked up story. They're always going over there and they lie. Okay. I mean, just straight up bullshit. We're moving away from that because with independence, standing on my own, believing in myself, I'm not dealing with that shit. So if you're going to be an independent person and that's why we have this as an outcome, you're walking away. Okay? We're going to juggle, we're going to put ourselves in different places and see what falls through. We are also going to be stepping into our power and believing ourselves. We're going to tap into our powers in a sense of this. We're tapping to our charms. Our charisma is our charm and our creativity, finding unique and out of pocket ways to solve problems. We're going to look outside the box. At the end of the day, I really think you guys are going to be okay. But just to summarize it, okay? Because we did a lot of fucking talking. You're coming up with new ideas to deal with resentment and move past your past, okay? Cancer, you're learning how to communicate with people who are worth your time. Scorpio, we're not going to be dealing with old opportunities that are not working for us. Pisces, we're moving past our past. We're not holding on to it anymore. We're letting go of the resentment we have with ourselves and others. We are going to be understanding ourselves and stepping into our power and stepping into our gifts. We are juggling resources and results and we're going after things that make us happy and feel good. We are putting our time, energy, and effort out there. Okay. We are receiving burnout, but we're learning how to handle that burnout. Okay. What can I do? I can ask for help. If I can't do it on my own, I can ask for assistance. I can communicate with people who are worth my fucking time, who are the A team, the A OK. All right, let's go, bro. You want to get those people. You do not want to get the fucking F team. This it's too difficult. And you didn't even fucking try. I asked for you to help me. Like, are you there? Help me, bitch. Some people be like, here's the thing, you give them something to do, right? And they'll be like, oh no, I can't do it. It's so hard. I'm so tired. Eh, I can't do it. Uh, they complain. They don't get it done. They waste your time. That's not a fucking team. That's a goddamn bum. All right, some lazy motherfucker. You ain't a lazy motherfucker, you ain't a bum. That's how I look at it. Anywho, we're planning and preparing to get our goals met, things achieved, how to get our new opportunities on the way. Is all about going after things that make sense, come in with clarity, and make sure that you're honest with yourself and what you want. Walk away from these shady, fugazi little bitches. Okay, if they come around being like, oh, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I fucking changed. They did not change. They did not change. They didn't change the first time, they didn't change the second. Okay, now somebody actually putting in the work. Like, here's the thing, talk is fucking cheap. I could say that I'm the Mary Queen of Scots, but doesn't make it so. You know what I mean? So, if they can't go over there and put their actions where their mouth is, then there's nothing for us to do. So, yeah, that is y'all's general reading so far. Hopefully, you guys slay the day, be happy and be gay, and stay safe. As always, I love you guys so much. Bye.